Coming up next, the Magic taking on the Nets. For the Magic, it's been a tough road for this team so far, but tonight, they'll have the energy of the home crowd on their side, and they look to ride that. Now, Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Nicholas Claxton out there with Red Hot. And it's Etienne in at the one. Here's Suggs. And he converts the layup.
Let's not forget, Jalen Suggs is a great football player growing up. He is not afraid to mix it up down low.
And Claxton throws it down.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. It's a three-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Pass to De Silva. Lets it go with a three. And it's Carter missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Red Hot, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Thomas with the steal. Here's the break. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Red Hot. And that one comes up a bit short.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Bain against Thomas. Bain with it. Last game he had 13. Off on the layup. And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation, Doris. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Claxton with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Magic trail by 8. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Nets, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Nets leading by 8. There's Porter with the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to De Silva. Back to Suggs. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Suggs has got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's De Silva. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn's got a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Porter's got 11. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Red hot. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
To the middle. To stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Wagner's got his second basket.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So both teams changing it up here. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Nets. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And checking out Orlando. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And right now for Brooklyn, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Thanks, guys. And the news today is with the Washington Wizards. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at three positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Hey, Shams, we appreciate the report. Always some interesting news to find out about the NBA. Claxton the pass to Williams. Here's Clowney, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Claxton with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Black dishes to Suggs. Bain passes to Wagner. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 17. Pass to Clowney. There's Thomas with the three. Orlando grabs the miss. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Brooklyn. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Williams is out there with red hot. Then there's Traoré. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Clowney in at the 5 spot. And there's the drive. And that one drops.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to Bitadze. Now, here's Howard. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Shot clock at 5. On the basket by Jones.
As soon as it touched his hands, Tyus Jones was shot ready.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 16. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Traore gets the bucket.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
And you look at Thomas. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range. And it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come. But you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
Back to Black. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lets it go from deep. Back to man. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Good on the three-point shot. And that's 11 points for Red Hot. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Look at that.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. The Magic trail by 18. To the inside. Here's Carter. It's deflected. Here's Red Hot. Defended by Batadze. Stolen by Carter. Pass to Black. Outside, Bain. Here's Carter. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Jalen Suggs comes in for Anthony Black. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nets. Thomas comes in for Zaire Williams. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And it's blocked. They recover it. Pass to De Silva. Clock at 6. Bain for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Bain's got 8.
That's an elite shooter at work. Bain from the coffin corner.
Porter outside, sinks the triple. And the Nets lead by 20.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Carter for 3. Man with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Guys, back to you.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Fires the three. Rebound by the Magic. Suggs looking around. Here's De Silva. Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Here's De Silva. The three-pointer off the mark. Nets leading by 21. Here's Red Hot. Tries to the hoop. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Brooklyn's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, Jalen Suggs out here making plays, getting his guys involved.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Nice shot by Red Hot. Red Hot's got 19 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Outside Thomas. From deep. Drains the three-pointer. Thomas got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nets.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Brooklyn, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league.
This move improves their shooting. George is consistent and brings a scorer's mindset.
Going to be fascinating to watch them integrate him into their offense. He can really stretch the floor. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrambling, but look, this is where they felt they could get their points.
Yeah, teaching floor spacing 101. We'll see what class is like coming out of intermission. That is more than enough of us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. Wendell Carter is up there with Mo Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
There's a level of creativity to Wagner's offensive game. Right now, it's propelling him into an outburst.
Claxton throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. That is an absolutely insane finish by Nick Claxton.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Here's De Silva. Connects from three-point range. De Silva's got 6.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Nets leading by 23. Here's Red Hot. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 21 points for Red Hot.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Back to Bane. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Thomas, that's good.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer. And here's a look at the stats for Suggs. How his last 10 games have gone. Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And finished off by Wagner.
Ooh, that kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Outside, Suggs. Here's Bane. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 8 points.
Come on now, that's a big-time bucket by Claxton. That was excellent defense.
The Magic have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Porter with the steal. Here's Red Hot. Here's Thomas. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Thomas got 4 points this quarter.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Here's Suggs. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
One of the things you have to admire about Jalen Suggs, the aggressiveness, the willingness to make plays.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. DB1 complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Took him no time at all on that one. De Silva's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Red Hot. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 4 assists in the game.
Well, that's something his coaches would like to see more of from Cam Thomas, making plays for others.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. No good on the three. Brooklyn leading by 23. And then Thomas with the dunk.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Wagner. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Wagner's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you put the shooting touch on full display. Mo Wagner's range makes him the perfect big in today's NBA.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
For Orlando, they've gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Kevin?
You just won a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Allie. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Net shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. And the shot is good. And that's now 30 points for Red Hot.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Black. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Pass to Black. And he banks in the layup.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Outside Williams. Here's Red Hot. It's Thomas on the wing. Shoots over Black. Again, the Nets for 2.
When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
54 seconds left to play here in the third. Now Black. Pass to Wagner. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Thomas, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Black with it. Outside, Suggs. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Brooklyn in control. Red Hot the pass to Thomas. The 3 ball. That shot off. And so it's Brooklyn with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Magic shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Martin. Wilson out there with Zaire Williams. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Clowney in at the 5. Nets shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Shots good by Wilson.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Black. Shoots the three. Clowney pulls it in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Jones, the pass to Black. Misses the three.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Williams can't get it to go. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Black, no good.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
And it comes off the front of the rim. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside, Bane from about 19 feet. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Martin laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Outside, Bane. Over Wilson. Rebounded by the Nets. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And so it's Jones bringing it up for Orlando.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bane, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Jones, the pass to Bane. From downtown, gets the three-pointer to fall. Bane's got 15 points in just the second half.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Bane kicks to Jones. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Martin against Jones. Bane passes to Bitadze. Open and close and nails it. Bitadze's got his first bucket of the night. The Nets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And here's Jones. Outside, Bane. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside, Martin. The 11-footer, and Jones pulls it down. The Magic have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Martin against Jones. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Bitadze, and Bitadze throws it down.
Well, as good a playmaker as there is in the game for his teammates, Tyus Jones so solid with the basketball.
Clowney, good. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Jones drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Red Hot.
Boy, he was really aggressive going after missed shots. That's how you win on the margins and have your team control the pace of a game.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Black. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Howard. Here are the Magic now. Jones kicks to Bain. At the elbow, Suggs. The floater. The kick out to Bain. Traps in the tray.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bain, so dangerous from out there.
Pass to Clowney. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Jones. Here's Suggs. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 assists. Wilson into the lane.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Red Hot.